So today, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka says that the security situation in the country is not getting any better. He believes a lot more can be done to correct the situation before 2019.
There's a cheapening of lives, the value of lives in the last year or so on a level which we haven't witnessed for a very long time. So yes, I'm undergoing again that period. And this is one of the reasons why it's become essential that we all do as much ground clearing as possible to pave the way for a new generation of rulers in this nation. And to make sure that in the process we don't bring back what we are just getting ourselves out of. That would be one of the most stupid, unconscionable acts of which we can be held guilty by coming generations.
Killings that are going on have continued because of official impunity. Culpable homicide or murder is a state offense.
So, Professor Wole Soyinka was speaking in Lagos at a presentation of his new book titled "Who is Watching the Watchman?" Is a series, part of the series in 9 of the series of the collection. You know who else has left the ruling party? Bolaji Abdullahi, the spokesperson of the party, resigned his position 2 days ago. But, well, there are a lot of issues since he left the party after the Senate president also left the ruling APC. So many issues are on the table. The governor of Sokoto said he remained the 3rd governor of the APC who left. Well, the APC did say, look, that will not affect the fortune of their party. Today, as you can see, the PDP welcome Senator Bukola Saraki and some other who just joined their party. Also today, the CUPP, in an alliance of 39 political parties, including the PDP and Social Democratic Party and the Labour Party, unveiled its national secretariat in Abuja. Now, is the CUPP a viable and formidable coalition? Is the ruling APC going into the election year broken? What is the fate of the defectors and how are they being received? Let's get the conversation started, everyone, shall we? Joining me from our Abuja studio is a senator of the APC. Well, he's being on the program and talked about his grievances on the situation of things in his state, Kaduna. Senator Sani joins us from our Abuja studio. And side by side with him is the spokesperson of the reformed APC, part of the group that have joined the CUPP, some of those who left the APC, Mr. Kasim Afegua. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time on the program. Let me begin with you, Senator Sani. It does look, some of the stories that we're hearing in the fallout of the defection of Senator Saraki from the APC in the National Assembly. As it stands now, there are a lot of talks. A lot of people are asking that the National Assembly should be reconvened. We also understand that there are plans also to reconvene in the absence of Senator Saraki, to reconvene the National Assembly, and there are also moves to remove the leadership. What exactly is the truth of the matter as we speak, Senator Sani?
Well, thank you for having me. Well, first and foremost, the rumor going around is a rumor, but it is also something that has spread into the ears of many legislators, the senators and members of House of Reps. But what I advise is that it is dangerous to attempt to circumvent the law to remove the leadership of the National Assembly. And there are ways we can address these issues. Defections are seasonal storms in Nigeria's political climate, like the way you have monsoon, raining season, and falls, and other things. When it happens, you now have to take it and embrace it as a reality and look at ways to which you can navigate the political terrain. As it is now, the National Assembly is a reality. It's been led by the opposition. But it's also, from my knowledge of what is happening in the National Assembly, particularly the Senate, the numbers are not there. The numbers to remove the Senate president are not there. And also the numbers to remove those who are on the side of the president or to do anything untoward of the president is also not possible. But it's possible to have a coalition that may not lead to the removal of the Senate president, but may lead to the closure of the National Assembly. And I don't think that is the best thing we should do. When we have such cases of defections, there are 4 ways to which we can go about it. Both sides need to, first of all, put the interests of the country first. Secondly, nobody should be persecuted for his political decision. Thirdly, the parliament must not be a stumbling block for government policies and programs, and also the person of the president and his office should be given the highest respect. Thirdly, there's a need to bring an end to inflammatory statements, the combative utterances, and belligerent postures from both sides. And I think if we do that, we can now have a smooth running of the affairs of state. If we refuse to do that, we are going to have a collusion course, and the rest part of this administration, the 8th Senate or the 8th National Assembly, will simply be in a state of chaos and confusion. And that is not in the best interest of this country.
Sani, if I may quickly ask you, this is a bit important right now. You are one of those, a lot of people envisage or suspected that may move with some of the senators. It was surprising not to find your name on the list. If you look at some of the reaction that trailed the defections, why did you move? Because you were on the program and you did say you are almost on your way out.
Well, I'm not just one of those who wanted to move, but I was a major participant in the plot to pull out of the APC. But at a certain point, I was engaged by the leadership of the APC, particularly Adam Sushimole, whom we have been in the trenches for over 3 decades. There were also intervention on my own side from my father, who is Balarabe Musa, and Ahmed Tinubu. And on the other end, I come from a constituency whose views and whose positions is important as far as the political decision of mine is concerned. And in every sense of the word, joining a political party and also exiting from a political party should not simply be a bandwagon effect. You must be convinced. And you must be convinced from the point of your conscience and conviction that you should move.
All right.
The difference between
at that point, sorry if I may, because of our time, let's bring back Senator Shehu Sani Mr. Fegbua to the conversation. Senator Sani, let me ask you this. With all of these, I thought that you said things have settled for you in the APC. For example, we understand that you have been suspended by the local chapter of your party in Kaduna State. It looks so to me, if that news is true, that there seems to be trouble for you at home.
Well, I'm used to trouble, and I'm used to storms, and I'm used to turbulence. And I believe that what you have read is simply a certain clown and a comical character who is been engineered by a certain master who serves as an aide close to the governor. But I will say this very clearly. I went into the APC voluntarily without anybody's advice. And if I am pulling out of it, I believe that it is still my volition to do that. But I will take time to make some responses on issues like this. The defections, the rebellions, and the revolt in the APC actually humbled the party, created the ripples and the storm. But it has not significantly eroded the voting base of Mr. President from the constituency which I come from, in the very sense that he enjoys the same level of popularity and support as he does before even the 2015 elections. So for that, I know it very well. But what we should all put in calculation is that what has happened to the APC is a direct result of years of injustices. But it didn't happen under the new leadership of the APC. It is a bottle of anger, something that has happened for a very long time and was not treated. And then we have a pulse graduating into a cancer.
I haven't said that, Senator Sani. Sorry, because of our time, I need to put this in quickly. I haven't said that. Is it then okay to ask or to say whether or not you have resolved your differences with the governor, Malam Nasir El-Rufai?
Well, like I've said, differences are natural, and you have them even in your family and even with the blood brothers. But what is most important is that if you have umpires who have made pledges and promises to address such issues which you have raised, it is natural to protest and even to strike. But when issues are being put on the table and they are about to be addressed, I think you should give it a listening ear.
All right. So it then means that maybe it is true that the word on the street that you were promised an automatic ticket. Is that true?
Well, I heard that senators were promised a juicy carrot, and I'm not a rabbit. So, but what I know very well is the PDP that promised the automatic ticket, but the APC said there is no automatic ticket, and I believe that I'm very much prepared for any form of primaries, but particularly direct primaries.
So we need to go now, Senator Sani. So you won't be leaving the APC, is that what you're saying?
Practice, even the one given by the
So you won't be leaving the APC, is that what you're saying, Senator Sani?
For now, yes.